Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing how people cheated on semester at sea. And I'm not saying like academics, although like I do have a story time about that. But there's a lot of cheaters on semester at sea, I'm gonna say that. And I think this video is going to make some people mad. I think it's going to make some people mad because I think they're going to be upset that they didn't think about it themselves. Disclaimer, this is nothing that I have personally done. This is things I've witnessed. So I'm not a cheater. I like to keep my integrity like priority number one. But, you know, after we got off the voyage, people admitted to some things. And I feel like it's like one of those things that's like, after like what it's done, you can laugh about it, and obviously this is hurting no one. The stories I'm sharing, nobody was harmed in the process. It's kind of just funny. Let's get into it. So the first way people cheated on semester at sea was at Sea Olympics. And this is gonna make people mad because Sea Olympics are so crazy on semester at sea, and it's like one of the things that people take so seriously. I took it seriously. All of the things I competed in, like I did really good at, and you know, I worked for it. Like I didn't cheat, you know. I came first place in like the marshmallow costume making competition. And I'm really proud about that. So I'm a gold Olympian in that. This actually did happen to me. So I'm not salty about this. I think it's really funny because my friend told me afterwards. And yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. In the game Spoons on semester at sea Olympics, spring 2020 voyage, there were some snakes in the water. So this news like already came out like within the seas, like, you know, my voyage, like everybody knows about this, but I'm just sharing it to you guys. I think it's funny. During Spoons, we were all playing, and there was one sea color in each group at a table. So there was 10 tables, and there was one color. So we had like 10 yellow, 10 purple, 10 red, 10 green. I don't even remember the colors anymore. And I got all the way up to the finals. So I was all the way up at the last table, okay? So I was all the way up at the last table. And remaining with me, there was like one red, one yellow, which was me, one blue, and 3 purple. So there was 3 purple team members at one table. And that's just like how it worked out, because the purple people were really good at playing spoons. And they were so good at playing spoons that they had a little trick. So we were all playing, and the purples would sit either across from each other or like next to each other. And every single time that the purple team if their team member picked up the spoon first, before they would pick it up, they would kick the other purple team members underneath the table to let them know that they're about to take a spoon. Like, smart, okay? Like, you guys really did do that. Like, that was honestly like a really good move. And if you ever do spoons, like, don't do that, because that's cheating. But like, it's so smart. So like, I'm not mad at all. Like, that was really genius of them to do that. So they ended up winning. They got like 1st, 2nd, 4th place. A red team member actually got into 3rd. I was like 5th, I think. I got out right before the red and purple team. So the last team member was red, and obviously when you have 3 purples against 1 red, like they were gonna win because they were doing their whole kicking thing under the table. So I just think it's really funny. My second story time I have for you guys about how people cheated on semester at sea. In the classroom, so academic honesty, like this is like people could have gotten kicked out for this, you know. But you can't really cheat on semester at sea because you're not connected to the internet. So, you know, people do cheat. Like, let's not pretend that people don't cheat in school. But you really can't in semester at sea because you're not connected to the internet. So if you're gonna look something up, like, you only have Wikipedia and you have like maybe a little bit of internet if you save it for like that time. So I was in a class, and we had paper tests. And while we were taking the paper tests, this one person would wait. They would take the entire class period to take the test, because our professor would start lecturing again. Like, once you turn in the test, he would start lecturing. So he would give us like 5 minutes to take the quiz, and then he would start lecturing. And this person would keep the test for the entire time, and she would go around like asking people like what the answers were to like the questions, because they just didn't do their homework. And I just thought that was so annoying, because I was like, girl, just like turn in the test. Like, most times, like, you're not even like getting like credits for a semester at sea. Like, you're either getting like a pass or a fail. Like, my credits, they transfer back, but they didn't count towards my GPA, so I could have gotten like a C and it wouldn't have affected my GPA. So, but I didn't know that at the time. So at the time I was taking like classes very seriously, and I got all A's on semester at sea. But I studied. Like, I would sit and I would study, and I would do study guides, and I would fill in information. It was just so annoying, because this girl would like have her stuff, and she would be like asking people in class like for the answers, and like people would give it to her because I don't think they cared, but it was just annoying. And then she would also have her phone, which is confusing to me, because I'm like, I don't know what the heck you're looking up. Like, maybe she like made cheat sheets on her phone before, like with Wi-Fi. I don't know. That's my only logical explanation for that one. But yeah, it was just very odd and very strange. My last story I have for you guys is kind of how I cheated the system. Yeah, I'm cool. So when I got COVID, I was the only person who had COVID on the whole entire ship. And I was in quarantine for a week, and I missed out on a whole port. But when I was in quarantine, they gave me extra Wi-Fi. And the week coming before was midterms week, where we had a huge test. So everybody takes global studies. It's this one class that everybody takes. All 250 students take this test. And I was bored, and the global studies department sent out a study guide that we could use for the exam to study with. And obviously nobody was gonna work on this study guide when they're going out into country. They sent it out like I want to say like 5 days before, and half of those days like we were in a country, so nobody was gonna work on this study guide except for me, who couldn't leave their room. I literally had nothing else to do but this study guide, that it literally became the best study guide. It was so good. I just like, I couldn't like really like I used Google and I had Wikipedia, so I wasn't like going out of my way to like find these answers, but I pieced it in a way that like made sense, and it was very organized. So with that study guide, I sold it. So I didn't sell it for money, I sold it for snacks. So I put a little PSA out there. I was like, if anybody wants to trade me snacks for my study guide, I'll hand them over. And boy, oh boy, I'm gonna insert pictures of how many snacks and food I got, but it was so much. And I didn't have to buy snacks for the rest of the voyage. I gave snacks to my roommates, my friends. It was really smart on my part, and it really helped me out for the entire voyage, because I never had to buy snacks, and I got so many. And everybody did really well on the test. So yeah, and it wasn't like cheating or anything, because like you can hand out study guides. It's not like we could use that study guide in the test either. It was just for studying purposes. So, you know, would you have learned more if you made your own study guide? Yes. But would I have gotten so many snacks? No. So that was how I finessed, and it was the smartest thing I ever did in my life. I think to this day, that's like one of the most things I'm proud of. So thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to hear more story times or whatever you want to hear, comment down below, and I'd be happy to make a video for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.